I'm
Yes.
Kumar Rakesh, and you're watching Global Governance News TV. Today, in GGN Talk, we are going to introduce Dr. Sanjeeb Patjoshi, IPS 1991 batch. He is at present CMD of the Kerala State Civil Services Corporation and CEO, Council for Food Research and Development, Government of Kerala. If you see the profile of Dr. Sanjeev Patjoshi, he is a versatile personality, and just he has seen the top to bottom, bottom to top, ground level. Just he has enjoyed, he has worked at the ground zero level, whatever work he has given and just allocated. If you see I just welcome Dr. Sandeep Patjoshi, being an IPS, and just he has worked for the social sector as he thinks police is also a social service work. I agreed, but if you see the posting and work and nature of Sandeep Patjoshi, he at present he is a Kerala State Civil Services Corporation. He is looking after Council for Food Research and Development. He is a technocrat. He is a BTech, MTech from BTech from Nagpur, MTech from Kanpur, and just a PhD and PhD in just economic. Uh, PhD in the economics entrepreneurship development. So innovative subjects, and MBA from IIM Bangalore, combined with the Syracuse University USA, and PCDM Sustainable Development. Now, United Nations is just already on the verge of agenda, SDG. I had joined 2015 when our Prime Minister Narendra Modi just was a part and parcel of this movement, SDG, Sustainable Development Goal. And the next for the 15 years and 20 years and 30 years, this is 15 years goal set by the United Nations. He has also awarded Dr. Sandeep Patjoshi United Nations Award and for the peace, and also many awards in his, I think, Rangle file, and his distinguished alumnus Satyendra Dubey Memorial Award from IIT Kanpur in 2011 for the honesty and integrity, Distinguished Alumnus Award 2019 from NIT Nagpur, United Nations Medal in 2001, and Best Director Award from the Competition Success Review, very prominent magazine for the career-oriented students of the country in 2015 and 16. So this is a one of record, and just very interesting. I'm going to just communicate and convey to you. Before joining the Kerala State Civil Service Corporation, he was Joint Secretary in Government of India for Panchayati Raj, and he just with his techno vision, I can tell you, he has digitalized the more than 2.5 lakhs panchayat with just in the one digital form. Just one button you can connect all panchayati raj. This is a really an innovative revolution done by Mr. Sanjeev Patjoshi type officers. How just it is silent. I can't say silent killer, but silent player. Whatever he has been doing in his life with innovation, he before that he has been the MD SARC Intersector Agriculture Banking Ministry of Agriculture at Pune, and he is CMD of the state Kerala State Milk Federation, Transport Corporation, and the Film Development Corporation. And the Malayali film has given the boom that time when he was the chairperson of that. And he also IG Road Safety Road Management and the protection of civil rights. He is associated with the IG State Human Rights Commission also as a communication officer of United Nations. Long profile, 32 years of the service. So we can understand this type of person, not less than 132 pages of the work, what he has done in his life, and just going to be on, going to the plus, whatever the innovation, development, and just for the selfless social service. Welcome, Dr. Sanjeev
Thank
Patjoshi.
you. Thank you.
The DGN talk, this is especially for the governance, and we know how the governance is going on. So, how just you relate the governance in central government you have worked, and how is state government? How just you comparative study? How do you think which is the best, state governance or central government governance?
Namaskar. Really good evening to you all, and thank you very much for your kind words. Really, I'm a small individual, and I really wonderful to be associated with this your channel and giving some my ideas and thoughts in this. And you have raised a very good question because India is a federal structure. We have really it is also one nation with all states, multi-language, multicultural, and there is a central government and state government. Even you have got a union territory government also. That's a lot of complex web of governance is there. Of course, the mother is central government. There's no doubt, and state government obviously is a smaller compared to central government, and they have their own ways of working. Everybody because it's a political system and democratic system, and elections are there. Obviously, various party come and rule. There's no doubt on that. That's a part of our constitution also, constitution mandated one. But I find the central government is a role model for all state government. There's no doubt. I mean, I'm not talking of the political part of it, but at least the governance structure and the procedure rules, and obviously state government also copy from your is mute.
No, no, please carry on.
Yeah, that basically that's and obviously state government also follows certain central government procedures. There's no doubt on that. But state government also have their own innovations. I mean, many like Kerala, it has got innovated long back the digital payment system. Long back, I mean, it has got a many utility services payment long back, and even the our my civil supply corporation. It is one of the, I mean, maybe very few states have this. Like apart from the ration shop, we deal the public. Sales of the 48,000 items in our own supermarket, government-owned
Wow,
supermarket.
great.
Our own multiplex malls are there. I mean, compared like other
Oh,
private
how many staff in your corporation? This small
around
estate.
12,000
My
employees are
God.
there.
So you are going
Our,
to handle the 12,000 staffs.
yeah.
So the vast job, big job.
I know we have a sales around 500 crores a month. We make
My
a
God.
5 to 600 crores sales a month, and
So this is
it is very
also just
complex.
challenging with innovation.
Yeah, that's true. Because, but obviously, government has a role to play, and obviously, I find that when government performs well, the private sector also on the guard, so they can't play with the public service because private sector also comes into play, and they also compete. There is no doubt on that, and I feel that's what one of the
Little louder, Sanjeev ji.
I feel that government sector performs well. The private sector also understands and be on the guard. They also get alerted. So there is another competitor to us, and that's what we feel in because Kerala is a consumer state, and obviously our civil supply corporation makes a very strong price intervention in the market. So the common man always gets a very real value for money for their purchases. That's one of the aim of ours, and we give a lot of subsidized items of public common man, especially poor category people. They really benefit from our outlets, and they really enjoy the food items and many other things. That's the we play that way. That's a very strong intervention in our Kerala market.
This changing world of the COVID after COVID-19, how do you analyze the role of public sector and private sector with regard to the integrated development of states or the either country?
Actually, COVID already over. Now, a strong recovery. That's what the projection by the all government, state government or state government, even economics wise or even the people's participation wise. A lot of recovery has come, and definitely it's going to recover, no doubt on that. But the setback has there. I mean, that sentiment still continuing. The inertia will continue for some more time. We also facing that. Suddenly, sales are not jumping up because earlier sales were very quick, and now it is taking time. But one thing I understood that our Indian economy is very resilient. Even it had happened in 1986. I don't know you remember that time also serious drought came, and our Indian economy became very resilient and quickly recovered from the issues. Many famines also were there earlier. It is all of us, if you are slightly remembering old past things. Similarly, COVID also setback 2 years, definitely setback. Multi sectors got into problem, tourism, maybe other sector also similarly hit seriously. But definitely, and food item is a perennial green field because everybody requires a food item, and especially Kerala government did a very good thing. Almost 1.5 years supplied the COVID kit to the common man, and it get really very beneficiary to A lot of people not able to even their incomes or earnings zero, but they were getting support from Kerala government so that they could have the at least food item, no issues with their health and nutrition. That is one of the government public service did it, and it really got an international acclaim. And in India also, it was very good acclaim. Everybody understood that, and other state government also done. Central governments all did. Even central government extended now that free ration scheme. That's all of us are aware. So that also we are continuing in that. And obviously, COVID is a phase. We have to, I mean, like a bad spot in our life, and we have to forget it, and we have to rise again, and that's more important. Like Nelson Mandela said, if you fall, that's not an issue. After fall, how you rise is important.
Yeah, you rightly said. I think with the great regard with Nelson Mandela, I have just privileged to meet 3 times, once in India and 2 times in South Africa. In 2009, when Mr. Um, Jacob Zuma was swearing in, and uh, Pretoria, the capital, and I was in Johannesburg covering with the Vice President of India. So Nelson Mandela is Walks to Freedom, the autobiography he has written. So nice book. So I think how just you uh, balance the governance and politics. After that, we question the media is a separate question.
The governance is pure concept of your attitude, commitment, and Honorable Prime Minister also told one time. I remember the reform, perform, and transform. Governance definitely incorporates three things: reform, certain procedure reforms will be there. Then you have to perform. Every bureaucracy has to perform delivery mechanism. Then transform is Jan Bhagidari. That's called Jan Bhagidari. Every people have to the stakeholder. Our in our mind, our customer has to participate in the development. That is always there, and citizens have to cooperate and benefit from the government schemes. That's one thing. Secondly, the actually in our constitution is very much clear that political party will form government. After forming government, they are apolitical. I understand that way. It's their government, their supreme boss, and their government. In that, the politics doesn't at all come
But
into picture.
you are in Kerala. Kerala is so sensitive state. How the left is working. Whatever the good thing in the left parties, whatever seen closely, they are so disciplined in the working wise. They're cadre based party. There are two cadre based party, I think, in the country, with the BJP, other the left. Except no other party is the cadre based. Which party has a cadre that will be the discipline? They'll be the deliver whatever they promise. So just my question to you, just you see when the political come in power in government, this is the apolitical. That's a good thing. Just how our Prime Minister Narendra Modi say, "Sabka saath, sabka vikas, sabka vishwas, sabka prayas." That's good, and he's not only for the any community; he is for the country. So, as you rightly said, if you are sitting in the chair of the just CMD, you are the state CMD of the. You have looked up the all caste, creed, religion. But my question is the just political question, you can say, but socio-political question. Just you see, you have seen the life of the governance as well politics very closely. I am same here. I have seen locally and national and globally. But my question is how just you balance it, what is the skills just you adopt, what innovation idea, how just you connect the two-person with regard to development or with regard to peace in the governance.
Actually, vibrant politics is good for society. My belief is that because that puts really quite good pressure on optimum stress on the bureaucracy. So bureaucracy performs well. Good politics and vibrant politics. That's a my theorem. Secondly, the credit should be political to political executive. Bureaucracy is only they are being paid for service. So credit should not go to bureaucrats. It should be taken given to the political executives. Then whole thing harmony comes in. Obviously harmony comes in. And thirdly, definitely whatever the government policy defines, bureaucrat has to implement. Of course he may do certain scrutiny of that, the implementation problems and the maybe some obstacles he faces, he has to overcome that, he has to sort out. These are all nitty gritty of the thing, he has to analyze and try to solve, and who are the getting beneficiary, all those things that you try to plug the loopholes. Sometimes leakages are there. That's a bureaucratic job. But ultimately, the whole government system is basically political system. Obviously, credit should go to them. That's what my view. We should not be, I mean, very liberal in that.
So nice. Just you just be with us at the time of break. After break, we'll take the more question about the governance and the politics and the media and how performances and challenges. Welcome after break. We are discussing with Dr. Sanjeeb Patjoshi, IPS CMD, Kerala State Civil Supplies Corporation, and the Council for Food and Research and Development. Now, IPS just will surprise. What is doing in the civil supplies and the food research? What is need? This is a common and general question. But Dr. Sanjeev Patjoshi did it, has been doing, will do whatever he is thinking for the society with the governance, with the innovation. Just now we are discussing, Dr. Sanjeev, relation of politics and governance. Now, how just when the media came in the, so how just relate the media and governance, media, politics and governance? How you define?
Actually, media is a mirror. It shows the your real picture. That's why I really appreciate the media role, because it's a clean mirror and very reflective mirror. So that's one of the media. I compliment also media on that. Secondly, what happened? We in our different democratic structure, we have got a different verticals, and media has a very independent vertical. Obviously, it will show certain things which is happening, and it is basically media also not a very involved type. They just show the, it is basically just information type, and they may be analyzing somewhere, but most of the thing is that basically they analyze and give the real. That's what the many main channels, and including your channel, I appreciate that you do the real factual, the real facts, rather than any masala, if we can say. So that
Yeah.
is more important. So that is how even masala sometimes happen if it is benefiting the public. I really appreciate, nothing wrong in that, because when we add masala in our curry to make increase the taste of a curry, so why not media should also be allowed to do some masala if it is really doing public interest. Nothing wrong in that, because that's a normal human nature. And secondly, the media also, I feel that's a bridging between different governance and public policy and common man. Because this is only through media can happen. Whatever best we do, even now social media, or TV media, or even earlier newsprint media, they were communicating between these two. The government is like a supreme. I remember long days our training. Government is a big generator, electrical generator. Then obviously the current it passes through. It has to go through the media only and reach the to light the home of a village people through media only. That's the definition, small example definition I can give.
Any experience in your life for the media, good or bad?
The media mostly present expensive, because I told many times when the bureaucratic is very hardworking, integrity and honest, and definitely media wins spread. I've observed that. There's no doubt. I don't blame it on media. Sometimes they also point out mistake. We should be very open to criticism also, because we cannot be that egocentric and we said no, nothing. They are wrong. It's not way. I mean, we have to be accepted in our correction mechanism. And obviously, it's a to and fro communication. We also convince media to project properly, and they also try to tell us that we should function properly. That's the way to and fro. Give and take policy, I really feel is the better one.
So I think no any bad experience from media in your
But bad
life.
experience, see, everybody will have in our every personal life, some here and there issues will be there. But overall picture, I have had a very pleasant functioning with the media, and I really, they also,
Why mostly bureaucrats find the media is not a friend. They're all just treat like enemies. That's
but
why I
my,
asked you.
honestly, my experience has been very media. I have really worked in media, and I told you, I think when I was in Calicut Commission, I got transferred out. I went to Central Prison. Media gave a tagline that People's Commissioner. So I really, I thought that's the best award to my in my career till now. Other awards are,
Calicut.
yeah, Calicut Commissioner was there, and all newspaper that time. TV media was just growing up, but it is the print media. They wrote People's Commission. Of course, TV media also copied that. So that is the way. If you function with a close relationship, they also appreciate, and we also feel happy.
So you really implemented in life the training of the LBS Academy.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
So nice. So just whatever I think work and charges given as either CMD of the Milk Federation and the Transport Corporation, either the Film Development Corporation, any good and bad experience from this three corporation, just you make the milestone, although, and just all perform well.
So actually, Milk Federation, when I joined, maybe my challenge was there. It was 5 year in loss. Continuously serious loss. I mean, people are telling it's a very bad, about to be worth, I mean, about to be closed. I really put effort, and all my officials also became a team. And I really, with my all satisfaction, I can do within 1 year, it got 14 crore profit. That's what. And farmers got benefited because the cooperative institution, what happened, you don't give it to dividend to anybody, except that the farmers will get the dividend and they got extra price for the milk. So that was the turnaround in my really certain sector. I could do that turning around, and that still the corporation people remember, because 5 year loss and within 1 year making a profit is not a simple thing. We did a lot of thing. I became a case study. I really teach sometime in IIMs also on this same thing, that how the turnaround story came, and a lot of IIMs appreciated that, because the public sector is not that easy to handle. With the corporate sector is slightly very different platform altogether. Public sector, a lot of constraints are there, a lot of pressure will come, a lot of maybe sometime other issues come into picture. So that's one thing. But apart from that, actually, what I found that basically continuously thinking, and there is a issue. I'll just narrate two things. In our organization behavior, there is called psychological contract and employment contract. Psychological contract means get involved in the business and get into the real issue solver or problem solver. Or employment contract, just you take salary and work for 9 hours, 10 hours, and don't bother about the improvement. That's the psychological contract you must have. The bureaucracy also, and officials and employees of the organization must have a psychological contract type attitude in our job. Then things will improve.
So just attitude and behaviors, the main concern in the governance,
Yeah,
either in the
definitely. Yeah,
home to office, office to home, and community. So how
yeah.
does you handle these typical things, this good and bad both ways, attitude and behaviors? If you find the good colleagues, good people with the good attitude, behaviors, your productivity will be gone. If you don't find the good team, just to perform the whatever result you want, that will be the go in the minus also, the go in the negative also. So how does the you any came across such experiences just to handle this attitude and behaviors from the colleagues, from the government, from the other establishment?
Actually, in any system, Indian also very good system. 99 people, 99% are very good. Only 1% are the bad fish in a water. That type they behave.
That 1% always create troubles. That's the hamper the 99% productivity.
But problem what happen when the 99% outweigh the 1%, then obviously you get a positive result. You don't allow 1% to do damage. Like in our fish of pond, so bad fish there. Obviously that fish is fished out and taken to some place, or maybe done something. Then obviously things will improve. Secondly, what happened? We have must have a system like a team working, because Indians are somehow we don't work in a team. Because I know I can quote example. Japanese are very good team worker. India is individualistic, but individualistic is a temporary solution. Team management is a longer sustainable solution, and perhaps we don't understand that, and we don't want to replicate that. So it should not be individualistic. One officer is coming and trying to improve, and it has to continue. And I remember that Finn Cridland, one Nobel laureate, said that a time inconsistency. He said India is not so well in consistency. Continuity is very poor in India. We must have a continuity system. Then things will improve. I mean, there's a Nobel Prize winner. I quoted their Nobel Prize, I think, around 8 9 years. He is very particular that continuity should be there, and that's one of the also crux in our Indian system.
So just you work for government of India also. You work for the state government. Which government you find to just to do the smooth work? One, and how just you with the with reference to productivity, uh, uh, which system you find best, a state or a central? Both.
Center is a mega system. State is definitely, obviously, center is a very wide horizon. There's no doubt on that. I mean, there are hundreds of departments. State government also replicates those departments, but in a slightly, because state is a territorially small and obviously the staff also small. But state government also has a lot of innovation which central copies. I've seen quite a lot. Even our Panchayat Raj system also, I've been cooperative also, like Maharashtra cooperative system is very good. I've seen. And obviously central also copies that. So even Kerala also cooperative system is very good. I mean, here the Panchayat Raj, actually Kerala implemented the Panchayat system long back. Kerala has a 40% of the state budget devolution to Panchayat, whereas in other states are very low. So central government also certain adopts the state innovativeness or some extra good practices. That is always there. I mean, it cannot compare just which is good or, but it is a definitely sector wise. You can analyze, and obviously both have on the play, and it our federal structure both have the independent role to play, and obviously it is all common man, common citizens has to benefit from both of them.
But which is the base, central or state?
The central is slightly systematic. Compared to the systematic, it has got a long procedure, very systematic.
In
State
state,
slightly
you find in state you find some, I think, the systematic problem in the state just for the
maybe
work wise.
sometimes small ad hoc procedure comes into picture, but central is more systematic.
Okay, so I think you are so I can analyze or take inference. Just you like the central government duty more than the state.
No, I couldn't understand it. Please come again.
No, so my question is, I think according to you, you like the you like the central government work, then state government.
No, as for particular sector, Panchayat Raj, because I was in central government, Panchayat Raj pan India, so I liked it, then no doubt. But when I come to civil supply, I like the civil supply of Kerala because it's very unique model. Here, delivery service, we have got 1 crore customer. It is not there in central government. That system is very, central government doesn't have this system. But where state government is very good, sector wise again, because where you like and all those things, it has to be very objective way analysis of.
So I think both have same role. In India, in Bharat, just you think the three M's are important: DM, CM, and PM. The system, what were the structure, legislative structure, constitutionally structure, whatever there. So, but in this system, how just you perform that affect the directly, just you affect the people. In central government, you did not connect the people directly. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Central government also connects directly
That satisfaction go in that different way in the state government. So whatever you're going to implement, direct connected the people.
yeah, obviously state government has
In
basically
central government, whatever you're going to implement, that will be implemented by the state government.
yeah, that's
There
true.
is a medium.
Because our federal structure is like that only.
So,
Very rarely direct government will,
so satisfaction ratio will be the different also.
yeah,
So
definitely.
that is a direct happiness, and that is a via state government happiness. The credit will be will taken by the another system, not yours. Although you have implemented all the policies.
No, but again, it is again, conditionality is there. It has to be sector wise because you can't say what central government, because central government also does many innovative work in a very different way. Because like a typically space research, you say it is not, no state government is involved in that. Space is just totally domain of central government. Whereas in public distribution, state government is a major role. So it is again sector
Yeah.
wise. Yeah, sector wise, very sector wise.
So you have worked for the transport, you work for the milk federation, you work for the film development. Now you are going to work for. You now started work for civil supplies. You are going for the food research, and you work for the human rights. You for the civil rights. You for the safety, traffic management. Which area you like most?
I like the dairy sector because the dairy
Okay.
sector, why I'm telling, because at that time itself I propagated the farmers should be categorized or I mean given dignity as a skilled labor. Still I'm struggling till now. I really, my aim or ambition or my contribution, the farmers should be given a skilled labor status. Really, because they are really the food earner, food grower of our country. But because of certain issues of low education or maybe sometimes the blue collar job they are not getting, but in our government service there is no unskilled labor, all are skilled labor. So that's what my argument, and they are really much talented than all of us. They know when to harvest, when to water, and when to do pesticide, when to fertilizer, and they should not be categorized unskilled labor. Very few are unskilled, in that are mostly upskilling, but they have not been given. That's my really. That's what I really started liking the dairy sector. Of course, present also is good, but it's a mostly trading. But there it was a really direct connection with farmers, and here we are not directly, but we are taking through traders and marketing those products to common man.
So in future, you're going to open the dairy sector after retirement?
Yeah, hopefully, definitely. I'm already supporting quite a lot because many private initiatives come to me, and I really support as a free service to them because ultimately the farmer has to be promoted, and obviously dairy sector is basically value addition for dairy farmer. Dairy sector per se is value addition.
So how just you find, last question, skill development in the country, status of skill development, whatever Prime Minister Narendra Modi raised, Hunarban Bharat. So how just find the status? How is Kerala is also innovative states, and skill development, the prospect is very good. So how do you find the skill development prospect in Kerala as well as the country?
No, central government is very good because that's a skilling, the reskilling, then upskilling. There are two, three connotation in that. Basically, totally unskilled to skill. The reskilling, because reskilling means there has to be continual improvement. Then upskilling, because if a mason is there, he has to be told because he may be doing some culvert. Now he is doing multi-story building, so obviously upskilling is to be upskilling should be there. So these are all connotations. But India youth is very matured and they know that now. But only opportunity has to be there because in that rural area, especially urban area, they are getting good scope. But rural area still that facility is not there. That's why they come into our urban area to scale. That facility should be created in the rural area also. What I understood during Panchayat Raj, that's one of the problem. Even Abdul Kalam, former president, also he said Pura, the providing the urban opportunities in rural
Urban
area.
countries in rural
So
areas, yeah.
that's still lacking. We are India.
But actually, I have traveled with Dr. Kalam. Just really raised the nice issue and just partnered. The Pura that time Kofi Annan was the Secretary General of United Nations. He just visited country India, Bharat, and I also asked a question. They have already discussed. Dr. Kalam discussed with the that time Secretary General United Nations Kofi Annan about the Pura. At that time, if I remember, this is a matter of 2009-10, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So that vision paper was 2020. Now 2020 crossed,
yeah.
and that paper was led with Dr. Raghavan Singh was the minister, and
Yes.
they also appreciated the model. But that model of the Dr. Kalam was very good model. Pura, just you recall me. But what happened? The project nobody knows. A very
See,
nice project.
it happened. There is a progress in that, but still, it happened to peripheral to urban happened. But very deeper rural area like tribal areas or very quite a inside of the hinterland, it didn't succeed. But that's how issue in our Naxal area, all those things that facilities didn't develop till now. Obviously, people
So
are
so
finding.
in future you will just carry forward the Pura project.
Yeah, I feel that's the one of the because it has happened in US. Because if you have also visited US, people nobody wants to stay in city. They want to stay in rural area because rural area have all facilities there, all
Yeah,
internet connectivity is there.
I've seen in Germany
Yeah,
just
even Europe also. Yeah, yeah, Europe.
that is called the Ummergaon, but name was Ummergaon,
Hmm.
nearby Munich. But I find that there's more than the city, but
Yeah.
they are called the village.
Hmm.
A name is just
No, that
like
is
the
nomenclature.
yeah,
Even Delhi also you have Hajkas village, but it's not a village. You
yeah.
but it is a
You're right.
basically nomenclature going on. But actually, village in the rural area, that their issues are there. The power cuts are there. People are not getting electricity. People are not getting roads properly. Then now, of course, the former prime minister's initiated Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. Now a lot of connectivity has come. People are benefiting out of that. A lot of economy trades and a lot of cascading economy activities going on. That's how the certain schemes are benefited rural area quite a lot now.
So nice, Dr. Sanjeev Patjoshi. Just you
Thank
have
you very much. Yes, thank you.
answered all the question accordingly, and what of the governance and politics and media and performance, and just you recall the pura of the vision of Dr. Kalam, so the great person and the great saint of the world, as I see him very closely, and how just I covered the Rashtrapati Bhavan and President Affairs. I've traveled with him more than 6 7 countries, and he's a very humble person. So I feel and just I connect how just connected the Pura should be projects be implemented for the country, for the
Yeah.
base, for the people and governance. and whatever. Just congratulations for your new posting for the
Thank you. Thank
CMD,
you.
Kerala State Civil
Thank you very
Supplies
much. Thank you very
Corporation,
much.
and also Food Research and Development. I think under your the new innovative leadership, it will be just go go the just the, touch the heights of the pinnacle, whatever. Just you have done the past with the Milk Federation and Transport Corporation and the film development. Like this, also we will find the heights. Thank you very
I
much.
invite you personally to visit us and understand our system so that you can
Okay,
take it
okay,
through
okay. We'll
immediately.
find an invite. We'll go in the other system. How just
Right.
you're performing, as I know you are innovative person and all the best performer, whatever work you have given to you. So nice of you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Namaskar.
Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you.